Okay, so this is section 3.4, number 21, and we want to find all the zeros. So I'm going to start with possible zeros. So we get plus or minus, we get factors of 3 over factors of 8. So we get a bunch of options. We get plus or minus 1, 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, 3, 3/2, 3/4. You can pause and find all these and just check. In 3/8, there's a couple duplicates. Actually, there's no duplicates. Yeah, so 1 over 1, 1 over 2, 1/4, 1/8, right, and then 3 over all these numbers. And that's just going to take a while, so plug a couple in. F of -1, I get 11, so no. F of 1, and do this step fast. You can just plug in and check. No, and you'll try a bunch, and then eventually you'll plug in 3/8, and you'll get 0, so 3/8 is my 0, which, if I had gone in order, would have been my very last one. So it may take you a while to find it. So once we find out that 3/8 is a 0, we'll put it on the outside, and we'll do synthetic. 8, 5, -11, and 3. So I think the hardest part on this one is just finding the 0, because there are so many choices. But it ends up being 3/8, so we get 8, we get 3, 8 again, we get 3, -8, -3, and 0. So yay, it's a 0 like we anticipated. So we get x minus 3/8, and then we get 8x squared plus 8x minus 8. And you can use the quadratic on that. I'm going to factor the 8 out, just bring it out front. It'll make life a little bit easier. So we get x squared plus x minus 1. And then we'll just use the quadratic. Where a equals 1, b equals 1, and c equals 1. And I'll just start this, and then I'll let you do the factorization after. So x equals -1 plus or minus b squared minus 4ac. Oh, this c is -1, sorry. -1 all over 2a. So -1, we get square root 5 over 2. So it'll be -1/2 plus or minus square root 5 over 2. So our zeros are 3/8, -1/2 plus root 5 over 2, -1/2 minus root 5 over 2. So 3/8 is called a rational 0. And these remaining two are not rational, but they're still part of the real zeros. So all of these would be considered real zeros, because they're all real numbers. The only thing that would not be a real 0 is something involving I. Yeah, let's see. And I think the rest was just write the factorization, so I'll let you try that.